Stop scrolling. Because what just happened with Iman Shumpert has left fans completely stunned. For weeks, the story had been quietly building in the background. Subtle hints, cryptic posts, careful silence. Most people assumed whatever was happening would stay private, handled behind closed doors like so many celebrity legal disputes before it. But nobody, absolutely nobody, expected it to explode like this. Losing a child support battle is never easy. It's emotional, it's personal, and it cuts deeper than most people realize. But the way Iman Shumpert reacted caught everyone completely off guard. This wasn't just a legal setback. This was raw, emotional, impossible to ignore. People who have followed Iman's journey over the years know one thing for sure. He has always been proud of being a father. Not just in words but in action. He's posted moments with his daughter, spoken openly about fatherhood, and consistently portrayed himself as a hands-on, present parent who takes that role seriously. So when the court's decision didn't go his way, it struck far deeper than anyone expected. And once he expressed his frustration, the internet collectively held its breath. Fans erupted almost instantly, divided between shock, support, and judgment, waiting to see what would happen next. But the tension didn't start with the ruling. It began long before the verdict was ever announced. For months, sources close to Iman had quietly hinted at the strain he was under. Legal pressure, emotional exhaustion, the constant stress of fighting a battle that wasn't just about money, but about identity. Yet publicly, he kept it together. On social media, he continued posting motivational messages, workout clips, and carefully chosen glimpses of life with his daughter, maintaining a calm, controlled image. Behind the scenes, though, the legal fight was taking a toll. Because child support cases are never just about finances. They're about pride, responsibility, and a parent's sense of worth. For Iman, losing this particular case felt like more than writing a check. It felt like a public judgment of his role as a father, as if his love, his effort, and his presence were being reduced to numbers on paper. And that was something he couldn't accept quietly. When the verdict finally came down, the reaction was immediate and visceral. Reports say Iman sat in disbelief, staring at the decision, his mind racing. Shock gave way to frustration. Frustration turned into a deep sense of being unheard. Not necessarily betrayed by the court, but by the process itself. By the feeling that his side of the story hadn't been fully understood or valued. Losing is hard. But losing publicly, under constant scrutiny while millions watch and judge, adds a level of pressure that can crush even the strongest people. And that's what made his next move so shocking. Almost instantly, Iman's frustration became public. Whether through social media posts, leaked comments, or carefully worded statements, his emotions surfaced with a raw intensity fans hadn't seen from him in years. He wasn't reckless. He wasn't attacking anyone directly. But the honesty in his words was undeniable. He spoke about feeling misunderstood, about the frustration of having his efforts as a father reduced to legal calculations, about the emotional weight of trying to do right by his child while feeling judged at every turn. That honesty stunned people. Social media exploded. Fans were divided immediately. Some rushed to his defense, arguing that the legal system often fails to fully recognize the emotional and day-to-day involvement of fathers. They pointed to Iman's consistent presence in his daughter's life, the love he's always shown, and the way he's publicly embraced fatherhood. Others pushed back just as hard. They argued that child support isn't about punishment. It's about stability, about ensuring a child's needs are met, regardless of public perception or emotional expression. Every post became a battleground. Every comment section turned into a debate. And suddenly, people who had never followed Iman's story before were weighing in, forming opinions based on fragments, headlines, and viral clips. The narrative spiraled fast. And looming quietly over all of it was Teyana Taylor. While she remained mostly silent, her presence, or lack of direct commentary, shifted public perception in unexpected ways. Fans dissected every post she shared, every interview she gave. Every seemingly casual caption became a potential clue. Some interpreted her silence as strength, seeing it as composure under pressure, letting facts speak louder than emotion. Others saw it as strategic, a calculated move in a situation already charged with legal and emotional complexity. Her calm energy stood in stark contrast to Iman's visible frustration, making the situation feel even more tense. And that contrast only fueled speculation. Sources close to Iman suggested that his anger wasn't rooted in money at all. It came from feeling boxed in, from feeling powerless in a system that seemed to overlook the love and effort he provides as a father. That kind of frustration is something fans rarely get to see. And that's why his reaction felt so human. As the days passed, fans began digging deeper. Old interviews resurfaced. Past video clips were rewatched. Moments that once seemed insignificant suddenly carried weight. Every time Iman had spoken about fatherhood, every post about his daughter, every hint of stress or frustration people had previously overlooked now felt like foreshadowing. Slowly, a larger picture emerged. This reaction wasn't sudden. It was the result of months, maybe years of pressure building beneath the surface. And that's when the story stopped feeling like celebrity drama, started feeling personal. Fans connected because the themes were universal. Pride, fatherhood, the struggle to be understood, the pain of losing control in situations that define who you are. Many shared their own experiences with custody battles and child support disputes, expressing empathy and appreciation for Iman's honesty. Others remained critical, warning that airing frustrations publicly could complicate legal matters or impact his child's privacy. But even critics couldn't deny the power of the moment. Raw emotion demands attention, especially when it comes from someone people believe they know. The conversation grew beyond Iman and Teyana. It sparked broader debates about fathers in the legal system, about public judgment, about societal expectations placed on men to remain emotionally restrained. Why do fathers often feel scrutinized differently in court? How does public perception amplify emotional reactions? And what happens when vulnerability collides with celebrity? Social media threads became spaces of debate, storytelling, and emotional release, turning one legal decision into a shared human experience. Speculation about what would happen next kept fans glued. Would Iman appeal the decision? Would he pursue a quieter, private resolution? Would Teyana finally speak and shift the narrative once again? Each day without clarity only intensified the suspense. Every new post was analyzed. Every pause was interpreted. Every silence felt loud. At the heart of it all, one truth became clear. This moment humanized Iman Shumpert in a way few people had seen before. He wasn't just a former NBA player. He wasn't just a public figure. He was a father dealing with loss, frustration, and vulnerability, under a spotlight that never turns off. That's why the story continues to resonate. Because it isn't really about money, it's about identity. Losing the child support battle felt, to many, like losing control over how he's seen as a father. And in a world that often pressures men to hide pain, Iman's visible frustration challenged expectations. Some praised him for showing emotional depth. Others questioned his approach. But everyone was watching. And that's what keeps this story alive. The cliffhanger remains. Will Iman regroup privately or fight back legally? Will Teyana continue her silence, or finally speak? The emotional tension hasn't faded. If anything, it's grown stronger. And until the next chapter unfolds, fans will keep watching, analyzing, and waiting. Because this story isn't over. Not even close.